Coming up in today's video, discover 2 most important tips and tricks I have used to say F you to a job and build myself a successful company in Sweden today. You may have noticed that I've not been active on YouTube for the last 3 to 4, maybe 5 months now, and I had reasons for this. Well, I thought I had reasons for this. Let me just clear this up. Over the last few months, I've been running my company, some of you may know, which has been growing faster than I could ever have imagined. Me and my girlfriend bought a house, which you can see here. I'm in a different place. This is my office, my new office here. This is a brand new house in Sweden that we purchased over the summer. I'm not trying to brag here, but just let me put this into context for you. But all of this has happened, plus other personal things, and I have just been putting off creating YouTube content for a very long time because I just thought I was busier than ever before and I didn't have much time for this. Let me put this all into some context for you. I moved to Sweden just a little over a year ago with no money, no job, no savings. I even had debt coming from England to Sweden. I couldn't get a job because I couldn't speak Swedish, so it was tough for me to find a job. So what I decided to do, instead of hoping for someone to give me a job, I started my own company. I had no business experience. I come from a film production background. I've been a film director in London for a while. So I knew how to make videos. I knew marketing, but I didn't know business at all. So it was a completely new thing for me. It was really scary and I had no idea what I was doing, and I was learning as I was going along. Fast forward on to today, which is just 12 months ahead. What I've done is I've started building a successful company so far. It's successful so far. Bought a brand new house, created savings. I've managed to 5x my income within 3 to 4 months, which I never thought would be possible at all for anyone to do. In fact, I never thought it was possible for me to start my own company, to buy a house and 5x my income within a matter of months of arriving in Sweden. Don't get me wrong here, I'm not trying to brag. I'm not the sort of person that wants to brag about things. I just want to show you and tell you how this can be possible, not just for me, but for you, because I was in a position where I knew nothing about business. I never thought I would ever be able to start my own company and not have a job and have a successful company and make quite a lot of money from it. I thought I was the last person on earth that could do this. But I managed to achieve this, and I want to show you and help you guys how you can do the same or similar things and show you that the impossible, what you may think is impossible, is actually possible. Now, going back to being inactive on YouTube, over the last few months, I've been busier than I've ever been in my life, with business, with my job at my own company, with my house, with personal life, and I thought I just didn't have time to make YouTube videos. I love making YouTube videos for you guys, but I thought I just didn't have time. But then time and time again, I saw other YouTubers, big and small ones, that have their own companies, that have their own houses, their own life, that even have a family and kids to look after, but still manage to find time to create 3, 4, maybe 5 videos per week. And I was thinking, how? Just how? And I realized that time wasn't the issue, it was me. I was the issue, not time. So once I realized this, I just decided that I'm gonna make time for video, make time for YouTube, make time to help you guys achieve what is possible. And to be honest, I love educating people. I love educating and teaching people new things. I love learning new things from other people too. And I do this within my company, as well as film production. We consult and educate other companies how to use a video and how to market their brand to grow and meet their own goals in their specific way. So I wanted to embark on a new journey on YouTube with you guys and teach you guys everything I've learned over the last 12 to 18 months about business, about marketing, and more about video and everything like that, to help you guys and educate you guys how you can build your personal brand maybe, Say F you to your job and build your own company, because if I can do it, you can do it. I am definitely sure you can do it. So I want to help you and give you guys knowledge how you can become a digital entrepreneur, or get some extra money on the side of your job, or learn how to build your influence with video. This is mainly going to be about video because that's my background, and I just want to educate you guys how to do that. So that's why I've told myself I'm going to make time for YouTube to educate you guys. And like I said before, I am nothing special. I am no one, that sounds really horrible. I am no one special. But I never thought I could ever start my own company. No one's told me that I could ever do this. I just tried it and succeeded myself in my own way. I never thought people would pay me to do what I love, which is video and educating people how to use video to build their brands. But in fact, I've gone, in a matter of months, I've gone from 20,000 kronas per month, which is, let's say in dollars, that's probably, I think that's just over $2,000, about $2,200 per month, to just over $100,000 kronas per month. So 100,000 kronas per month, which is just off $11,000 per month. So I've gone from 20,000 kronas to 100,000 kronas per month, which is about $2,000 to $11,000 per month. Now again, I'm not bragging, but I want to show you this is possible. So today I want to teach you the two most important things that I've learned over the last 12 months that's helped me succeed in my own way, so you can start thinking about this and using this to succeed in what you guys want to do. Now, number one is to always be learning. Always be learning. Education is so important. I mean, I say that, but when I was at school or university, I hated education. I hated being forced to go to a classroom and learn something. But I've noticed education is really important, because everything is changing all the time. Because of technology, the industries are changing, markets are changing, the way we live is changing. Everything is moving so fast that everything we've learned in school, most of it is actually irrelevant. Most things I learned about film is actually irrelevant. So everything I do today in film and today in marketing is stuff I've learned after my education, my formal education. So you guys need to get into the habit of educating yourselves every single day. One thing I've been doing is I'm not a morning person. I'm the worst morning person in the world. And so I work more and work better in the evenings, and I struggle to wake up in the mornings. So even though I still do wake up in the mornings, for the first 3 hours of the day, my brain is not working. So instead of trying to work and trying to do stuff and being unproductive, I learn. I watch YouTube videos from other people. I read blogs. I listen to podcasts. I read books. It's so much that I'm learning before I even start my day job at my company every single day. So I spend maybe 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours in the morning, depending on how busy I am that day, to learn something new that's specific for me, that could help me grow, and something that I can take away and use practically in my job. So it's not random things, it's stuff that you identified that you can take away and use. So what I've done is I've written down loads of weaknesses that I have that I need to know and I need to learn for me to be better at what I do. So, and believe me, that list was long. It was extremely long. So what I've been doing is looking at the list every single morning, trying to find stuff about a specific weakness that I have, and learning as much as I can about that over a couple of hours each morning, every single day. And when you build that over a 12-month period, that's extremely a lot of hours of educating yourself. And I mean, you don't need to go to school, you don't need to go to a university to learn really detailed and really highly qualified, high quality educational material. There's a lot of really bright people out there that write blogs, that write books, not just from their education, but from their experience, that make podcasts, that make YouTube videos. There's a lot of education, a lot of good advice that you could be learning from different people every single day. You just need to get into that habit of wanting to educate yourself, because for me, that is the most important thing. Is I was really bad and didn't know business 12 months ago, and I'm almost a different person. So just from learning every single day. So that's number one. Number two is focus. Focus, focus, focus. Focus is underrated. I used to be really bad at focusing on one thing. So when I started my company, you can probably imagine there is millions of things you have to think about and do within your company for your whole aspect of your company. I started as a one person company. So I was doing everything myself, from selling to marketing to accounting to the production work to actually doing the work and just everything else within my company. So you can imagine that I was trying to do 100 things at the same time, and I was trying to do that for a long time, and I realized that when you try and do 100 things at the same time, you get nothing done. I was finishing the days thinking, actually, what have I done today that really makes a difference? And most days it was like nothing. I was doing loads of small admin things, loads of small things that didn't really make an impact to my company, didn't really make an impact to my income. And I realized that days and weeks went by that I wasn't actually doing anything important. I was just ticking things off my to-do list, which was huge, but not getting things done, or not feeling like I was getting things done. So what I changed is I focused on the more specific things. So with anything, 20% of what you do makes 80% of the impact. So 20% of what you do makes 80% impact. So what I did is I prioritized my to-do list. I identified the 20% that actually makes an impact to my job, my company, and my income, and I focused on that. Not just focus on that, I did a strategy called time blocking, which is what Elon Musk does, and he is a CEO of $2 billion companies at the same time. So if he makes time for things, then I'm all with doing what he does, because if he can do that, then anyone can do that. But what he does, what time blocking is you specify the things you need to do that day, and you block it out in your calendar. So you open up your calendar. This is what I do in the mornings. I open up my calendar, I specify the things I need to do that day. I realize, okay, this is gonna take me 2 hours. I'm gonna do it between 10 and 12. This is gonna take me 1 hour, so I'm gonna do it between 2 and 3, etc, etc. So I time block everything in my calendar, so I know, okay, between these 2 hours, I'm doing A. Between this 1 hour, I'm doing B. Between this 2 hours, I'm doing C. And then I get them done. I focus on that. I don't distract myself with other things. And by the end of the day, I realize that I've actually got a lot of important things done. And like I said before, focus is really underrated, because if you try and do 10 things really well, you're gonna end up doing those 10 things okay. But if you try and do one thing really well and put all that effort into that one thing, you're gonna do so much better in that one single thing rather than okay with 10 things. And I don't know about you, but from my experience, there's a bigger impact in your life, in your job, when you do that one thing extremely well rather than 10 things okay. So please let me know in the comments below if you do any of these two things and how has it impacted your day-to-day life. And if you want to say F you to your job, let me know what you want to learn, what I can teach you to make this a reality. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate that. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and hit that bell so you can get more tips and tricks to learn how you can say F you to your job and build your personal brand with online video today.